Right guys, so we are in Utah, a beautiful part of the United States. Actually looks very much like South Africa where I hunt a lot. And we've got a gun that looks kind of familiar. It's the FX Impact, which is one of my favorite guns of all time. But it's a little bit different to the one I have at home in that this one is a 30 caliber and we've pimped it out with some really cool stuff. We've put a Night Force ATAC R7-35 on top, a Bipod rail extender, a Donny FL silencer, side shot magazine, and we're going to be filming some ground squirrel hunting out here. It's really hot, so we're going to get straight to it, but we've got a lot of really cool scope cam clips that we're going to try to get for you guys. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the carnage. Let's go do it.
Got it? Yep.
One thing that has really amazed me here is just the scale of the problem. I mean, we've been shooting here on quite a small piece of land and we've already got about 20 ground squirrels, and you know, the size of this land compared to the whole farm, this is just a tiny chunk. And what that tells us is that all these tiny little holes we're seeing all around us here that the ground squirrels have dug, which is destroying this land here and really damaging the property, this is just happening all over the place. So we may not be able to put a massive dent in the population, but when a lot of guys come out here and collectively we do this all the time, then that does actually help to fix the problem just a little bit. And if we can just help a little bit, then we're doing our job. So yeah, it's really cool to come out here and do some pest control. I really enjoy this kind of shooting. So one thing I like about air guns, I think, is that you can get a lot of trigger time and really get that volume shooting in, and it really doesn't cost much. If you were to come out here with a rimfire or a 223 or a 22-250, you'd probably still be able to get quite a lot of animals, but it would cost you some money, and it's just not quite as satisfying as being able to curl a 30 caliber pellet in from 80 yards out and watch it curl into the head. It's a lot of fun. So we're going to keep going, see if we can get some more, and we'll wrap it up at the end once we've got a fair amount of shots.
She come out of break of night, and the pink skies waving goodbye. She come out of break of night, leaving no traces around. She's trying to free her reckless heart. She's trying to be as light as a breeze. The queen of Arden, Friday morning. The Queen of Arden, Friday morning. She come out of break night, as sweet as always. You come out of break night, you'll be wearing her charm so frail. Yeah, she's trying to avoid everyone. Even the battle for peace. Queen of Ireland, Friday morning. The Queen of Ireland, Friday morning.
So you may notice that the scope cam I have on here looks a little bit different. This is not available at the time we're filming this, but by the time you watch this it probably will be available. You'll have seen the side shot scope cam on some of my earlier videos made by the guys that I'm hunting with today. It's a fantastic setup. You actually can use your smartphone, attach it to the scope mount, and it films through your scope using a one-way glass mirror, which allows you to look through your scope like you normally would, so you don't have to look at the screen while you're shooting, which is really nice. But what they've done now is they've made a version of the side shot which allows you to use a GoPro, which I personally really like, partly because I often use my phone to calculate my shots, and so I don't want to have it on the side of my gun and have to take it out and put it back in all the time. This allows me to use my phone as a ballistics calculator and not have to worry about using it to film. And also the GoPro is just nice and compact, and it's less likely to get damaged, so you know, you don't want to be playing around too much with a nice expensive smartphone out in the field. You can get it scratched up and stuff, whereas the GoPro is a little bit more rugged and a little bit more compact. So I'm really enjoying the setup. It's working really well, and yeah, hopefully by the time you watch this it will be available. I'll put links down in the video description to SideShot's website so you can check it out. But yeah, really cool stuff. Right, well, it's been a fantastic few days, or few weeks actually, in the US. Started off in North Carolina, shot some squirrels there, headed to Georgia, filmed with the Iraq veteran 88 guys there, made a few videos of the impact and stuff, and then came up here for the Rocky Mountain Airgun Challenge in Utah and had such a good time. Got to spend the time with like great people like Thane and all the FX guys and the Utah Airguns guys who hosted the whole event, and then these guys from Sideshot actually invited me to come out and hunt with them, and this is how Thane managed to win overall best shooter at the Rocky Mountain Airgun Challenge. He gets to do shooting like this all day. He brought me out here, we came out with our impacts, and we just had an absolute blast in a place that looks very much like home. This is almost exactly like South Africa in terms of the landscape, and to be able to hunt a familiar species. You know, our ground squirrels in South Africa don't look exactly like this, but it's very similar kind of hunting, so it's great to come out here and hunt a bit, and I'm sure we'll have some more videos for you over the next few days, so keep your eyes open, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.